Toni and Troy, the Evil Doll. Season 2, Episode 3. Come on, Toni, we're already late. Hurry up. I'm coming. Just a minute. Toni and Troy hurriedly rush towards the car. They get in and depart immediately. They are heading to their grandfather, who has become very ill. I hope he's doing all right. Yeah. Toni and Troy reached their grandfather at the hospital. However, when they arrived, there was a swarm of people at the door. What's going on? Toni and Troy head inside. Everyone is crying and sad. Hello, Grandma. Is everything all right? What happened? Grandmother's face is filled with tears. Toni, dear, I'm afraid. Your grandfather has passed away. Everyone was very sad after grandfather passed away, especially Toni. She was very close to her grandpa since her childhood. Grandmother pointed over to a box on the side of the room. Toni, my dear, I have something for you. What is it? This is a present from your grandfather. He wanted to give it to you on your next birthday. And since he's gone now, I want you to have it now. Thank you. After the funeral and its proceedings, Toni and Troy headed back home. They were quite sad. Toni had not opened her present. Once she got home, she sat down in her chair and began unboxing. Inside the gift was a doll. There was a letter inside it as well. Wow, that's a beautiful doll. It kinda looks like you, Toni. There's a letter in here as well. It says, Dear Toni, I hope you are doing well. If you're ever feeling sad or lonely, remember I will always be watching out for you. Regards, Grandpa. That's so sweet. Toni hugged the doll tightly. She began playing with it, and she never let it out of her sight. Jason and Rick come over the next day. Hey, Troy, we're going to the store. Wanna come? Sure. Where's Toni? Why not bring her as well? Let's ask her. She was busy playing with her doll last I saw her. Playing with what? Are you serious? Yeah. She loves her doll. She plays with it all the time. Oh, you're not kidding. I gotta check this out. Where is she? She's in her room. Rick and Jason go to Toni's room. She is playing with her doll. Hi, guys. Want to meet my new doll? Oh, you gotta see this, Rick. She's actually playing with her doll. Oh, Troy wasn't kidding. She actually is. What? You couldn't find any friends? So you befriended a doll? Hey, there's nothing wrong with playing with a doll. Yeah, loser. Troy comes over as he hears some of the exchange. Hey, that's mean. You shouldn't have said that. The doorbell rings and it's Austin. Hey, guys. What's taking you so long? You coming or what? Hey, Austin. Come check this out. Toni is playing with a little doll. For real? Austin comes over to Toni's room and sees her hugging the doll dearly. Wow, that's hilarious! There's nothing funny about this, guys. Where are your manners, guys? Oh, I'm sorry. I know you're a bit busy right now playing with your friend. But would you like to come with us to the store? You can bring along your new friend. I'm not going anywhere until you apologize. Okay. Let's go. We're sorry, Toni. Toni nods her head as if to accept the apology. That you're playing with a doll. What's that? Oh, nothing. Let's go. Grow up, guys. You're telling that to us? Shut up! Everyone heads out, but suddenly it starts raining. Jason, Rick, and Austin stay until the rain subsides. They decide to go to the store later. While they are with Toni, they continue to make fun of her and her doll. Troy defends her, but she is very upset from being bullied all the time. She decides to go for a walk in the park. The rain subsides, and she ends up at the playground. She is crying and hugs the doll tightly. Why do these guys bully me so much? I wish I had some real friends, and not ones that are so mean to me. She hugs the doll tightly. The doll's eyes suddenly light up and turn red. However, Toni does not notice it. She walks back to the house. Hey, the rain is gone. Come on, Toni, let's head out. Everyone heads out to get on their bicycles. Rick and Jason on one, Troy and Austin on one, and Toni and her doll on one. She's bringing the doll, are you? Cut it out, guys. Let's just go. Jason mumbles something. Everyone heads off. Hey, I'm going to show my project to the science exhibition this afternoon. You guys want to come? Sure, I'll tag along. Toni reaches the store earliest because she didn't want to talk to anyone. She forgets the doll in her bicycle basket and goes to the entrance to wait for everyone else. Troy reaches with Austin shortly thereafter. Jason and Rick were on their way until suddenly Rick sees a flash of red light. It blinds him, and they run into someone at the side of the road. They steer the bicycle clear and crash into a bush nearby. Rick and Jason both fall off the bike, but Jason landed really badly. Rick gets up to check on himself. He only has a couple of bruises. He goes to help Jason, and it turns out he hurt his ankle. Oh no! I gotta tell the others! Rick calls Troy to tell him that Jason hurt his ankle, and he'll take him to the hospital. In the heat of the moment, Rick didn't bother to see who came in their way. Don't worry. It's not very serious. He just hurt his ankle. Well, drive carefully then. We'll catch up with you shortly once we're done with Austin's science exhibition. Okay, let me grab what I need for my project quickly and get working then. Austin begins preparing for his project. Toni and Troy try to help him out as much as he can. After lots of effort, Austin finally completes his baking soda volcano. Everyone heads to the cafeteria to get a snack. When they come back, the volcano has mysteriously erupted already. Hey! Who did this? I never started the reaction! My volcano is ruined now! Austin goes to the next stall and starts questioning the other students. Hey, while I was gone, was there someone who messed with my volcano? Yeah, there was this little girl that came. Wait, it's her! She did it! The student points at Toni. Who, me? I didn't do anything! Austin looks over at Toni with a doubtful look. He then looks back at the student. Yeah, you're making stuff up. She was with me the whole time. It wasn't her. So who did this? This is a terrible prank, guys. Austin was very upset that his project was ruined and couldn't be displayed in the exhibition. Everyone heads to the hospital later to check on Rick and Jason. Hey, how are you guys doing? I'm okay. I just got a few bruises, but Jason here broke his ankle. He is discharged, but we won't be running around for a while. He'll be all right, though. Well, that's good to know, man. Today has been a really unlucky day. Let's just hope everything is fine tomorrow. Everyone goes to school except Jason and Toni. Toni stayed behind to take care of Jason because he can't move around that easily. Until suddenly, the fire alarm goes off. Everyone starts panicking. Everyone evacuate the premises immediately! Everyone rushes out to the playground. The teachers start organizing the students in a formation. Rick runs into Austin and Troy. Hey, where's Toni? Did she get out? Toni's with Jason. She didn't come today. The teachers start doing a head count. With everyone outside, they soon realize that the alarm is just a hoax. All right, everyone. Seems like it's a false alarm. Now tell me, who was responsible for this? If you want to confess, then now is the time. Everyone stays silent. All right then, everyone head to class. You have an hour to confess, or we'll find out who it was ourselves. Everyone goes back to class. Troy and Rick pass by the hall and notice the broken fire alarm. They immediately inform the teachers, and they swarm around the scene. Our problem is solved. Whomever turned on the alarm will be caught by the camera over there. The teacher storms to the surveillance room. Troy and Rick keep up behind her, curious to find out who it was. Hello, can you please put on today's footage, please? The hallway camera about an hour ago. The surveillance guy plays the footage. Stop right there. Who's that? The footage zooms in on the culprit. It is very blurred, but it looks like a very similar silhouette. I know who that is. That's Toni. That's impossible. Toni is at home right now, ma'am. Well, she broke into the school then, because that looks exactly like her. You can't deny the evidence. Well, it's not. She's home right now. Well, you tell her to come to the principal's office tomorrow before class. Troy goes home very worried. He asks Toni if she did anything, and she denies it. She was with me the whole time. She can't have gone to school. Well, you can't go to school to prove your point, but you'll have to go to the principal's office to prove your innocence. Toni, I believe you. Thanks, Troy. Oh, by the way, I think you forgot about your doll at school. Here you go. Toni hugs the doll immediately. Look at you all dusted up. How'd you get to school? Never mind that. I can't be mad at you. At least there's something I look forward to, and that's playing with you. The next day, Toni and Troy head to the principal's office. So what do you have to say for yourself, Toni? I didn't do it. I was at home all day. Well, you may have not come to school, but you can easily break in and set the alarm. But it wasn't me. I believe her, ma'am. She was with our friend Jason the whole day. Well, I'm going to let this slide because you're an exceptional student, Toni. But I don't want to see anything like this again. You hear me? Yes, ma'am. Toni and Troy head back to class. Why didn't she believe me? The footage did seem very convincing. But don't worry, I believe you. After school, Toni and Troy go to check on Jason, who was lying in bed. Rick and Austin came along soon after. Hey, Toni! I've heard from the school that you were the one who raised the fire alarm. Why'd you do it? She didn't do it. Now that I remember it, everyone said you were the one who messed my science project. If you want to get back at us because of making fun of your doll, then you could have just said so. I didn't do it. I didn't pull the alarm. I had nothing to do with your science project. That's hard to believe when everyone has seen you do it. Hey! She was with me the entire day, so she can't have gone to school. And you said she was with you the entire time during the exhibition, Austin, so she couldn't have ruined your project either. Oh, so who else could have possibly been at both places and looks exactly like Toni, huh? There is dead silence in the room. Everyone turns towards Toni and looks at her. Then slowly looks at the doll which is sitting on the other bed. Their friends are totally creeped out. Jason, who is the only one who can't move, calms everyone down. Calm down, everyone! Calm down! It is just a little doll. It can't do any of what just happened. You guys are taking this too seriously and have gone crazy. There's no way a doll could have possibly... Suddenly, the doll's red eyes light up, and it starts moving its head. You've got to be kidding me! It's real! Wait a minute! That's the same light I saw before I fell! You mean we got hurt because of this stupid doll? The doll gets up off the bed and pushes Jason to the floor. Uh-oh! We have to get rid of that doll! No, wait! It's a doll that is haunted by a spirit and can move. If we were to get rid of it, then it'll just come back. We have to destroy it. The doll turns and looks at Rick. It gives Rick an evil smile. It starts to walk towards Rick, and Rick moves backwards slowly. He is scared to death. No! You can't destroy my doll! She runs and grabs her doll. As much as I don't like the idea, they're right, Toni. That doll has caused so much trouble. We can't keep it. You heard him. Get a hammer from the toolbox. Rick snatches the doll from Toni and holds it on the floor. Austin starts to swing the hammer at the doll. After swinging for several seconds, Austin gets up. Nothing happened to the doll. The doll's face turns very angry, and it stands up. What is this thing made of? It's indestructible. Keep trying. It's bound to give away sooner or later. Hey, what if we burn it? It won't work. It can walk and crawl out of the fire. We need to think of something else. Toni, maybe you have to destroy it because it's your doll. Toni and Troy both grab an end of the doll and start to pull it apart. The pieces are lying on the floor. After a few seconds, the doll starts to put itself back together again. This just took a turn way past creepy. The doll is very angry and starts to walk towards Troy. Toni runs and grabs the doll. I think I have an idea, but I'm gonna have to do this alone. What is it? Do you guys trust me? Everyone nods their heads. Toni then goes to the doll and hugs her tightly in her arms. The doll's eyes begin to dim. I love you, and I love my friends. I don't want you to hurt them. Please stop. The frown on the face of the doll disappears into a happy face, and the red eyes turn back to normal. How'd you know how to do that? The doll gets up and begins hugging everyone. I don't know. Bad things started happening when I wished for you guys to stop making fun of me. I figured if I asked it to stop, maybe it could work. Well, it did. This thing won't stop hugging me now. Well, I guess you just got yourself a new friend, Rick. Jason, Rick, and Austin look at each other. We're sorry we made fun of you, doll. It's all right. I know you guys didn't mean it. I'm just glad it all worked out in the end. Thank you for watching out for me, Grandfather. If you like our videos, don't forget to subscribe